What if I told you Taylor Swift owns secret homes worth over $150 million, and you've never seen half of them? From country sweetheart to global pop sensation, Taylor Swift's transformation hasn't just been about her music. Over the past decade, she has quietly built a real estate empire that mirrors her growth as an artist and entrepreneur. Valued at over $150 million, her property collection spans coast to coast, combining prestige, privacy, and personality. But unlike many celebrities who flaunt their homes, Swift has maintained a veil of secrecy, owning several residences fans and media barely know exist. Her interest in real estate began not as a business move, but as a form of comfort. As her fame skyrocketed, she realized the need for personal space, places where she could write, retreat, and be herself. Each property she's bought reflects a specific chapter in her life, from country beginnings to big city independence. This wasn't accidental. It was part of a larger plan to maintain control in an industry where privacy is scarce. More than just buying mansions, Swift has turned real estate into a form of storytelling. Her homes are carefully selected. Historic brownstones, vintage penthouses, oceanfront retreats, all echoing her aesthetic and values. Her real estate moves offer a rare look into the mind of one of pop culture's most calculated figures. And this is just the beginning. Long before the Grammys, stadium tours, and global stardom, Taylor Swift found her footing in Nashville, Tennessee. It was here, at just 14 years old, that she moved with her family to chase a dream and planted the first seeds of what would become her real estate journey. Her initial Nashville home was a modest spot, reflecting a young artist on the rise, filled with guitars, notebooks, and ambition. It wasn't extravagant, but it was hers, a place where she penned some of her earliest hits. As her career accelerated, so did her housing choices. Swift purchased a luxurious three-bedroom penthouse in Nashville's prestigious Adelicia building. It was sleek, modern, and a major step-up, marking her transition from rising star to music industry powerhouse. The $2 million unit provided her with privacy, elegance, and a creative sanctuary far above the bustling city streets below. But she didn't stop there. Not far from the Adelicia, Swift acquired a sprawling Greek Revival estate in Forest Hills, a leafy private part of Nashville. The 1934-built home, valued at around $3 million, boasted lush gardens, a pool, and classic Southern charm. It wasn't just a retreat, it was a statement. Taylor wasn't just passing through Nashville, she was rooting herself in its rich musical and cultural soil. Perched atop the cliffs of Watch Hill, Rhode Island, Taylor Swift's oceanfront mansion is as iconic as the singer herself. Purchased in 2013 for $17.75 million in cash, this sprawling 11,000-square-foot estate screams old money elegance with sweeping Atlantic views. Built in 1930, the white colonial-style home features 7 bedrooms, 8 fireplaces, and a prime location overlooking a private beach. It's more than a house, it's a fortress of privacy and prestige. The Watch Hill mansion became globally recognizable thanks to Taylor's legendary 4th of July parties. These events weren't just star-studded, they were perfectly curated glimpses into her ultra-private world. A-list guests, pastel swimsuits, vintage pool floats, and sunsets over the sea became part of the Taylor Swift lifestyle brand. Yet, behind the Instagram-perfect photos lies a property chosen not for show, but for sanctuary. Swift's choice of Rhode Island, far from the typical celeb havens of LA or NYC, speaks volumes about her desire to stay grounded, despite the sky-high fame. Locals say she blends in when off-camera, frequenting nearby cafes and walking the beach with ease. In Watch Hill, Taylor isn't just a superstar, she's a neighbor. And this mansion, as grand as it is, reflects her balance between old soul and new icon. In the heart of Manhattan's Tribeca neighborhood lies a crown jewel of Taylor Swift's real estate empire, her New York City penthouse collection. It all began in 2014, when Taylor purchased 2 adjacent penthouses in the historic Sugarloaf building for $19.95 million. Designed by famed architect William Van Allen, this conversion blends industrial charm with luxury living. Swift later expanded her footprint by acquiring a 3rd unit in the same building and another townhouse next door, creating a private NYC compound worth over $50 million. These loft-style apartments are a dream of exposed brick walls, rustic wood beams, and oversized arched windows, a clear departure from the glitz of Beverly Hills. Inside, the decor is quintessentially Taylor, cozy, vintage-inspired, and filled with character. Whether it's her plush reading nooks, hand-picked antique pieces, or velvet couches, every detail reflects a carefully curated sense of comfort and creativity. What makes this NYC collection special isn't just its scale or design, it's how Taylor turned it into a fortress of solitude and artistic sanctuary. This is where she hosted intimate gatherings, planned major career moves, and even filmed music videos. Despite being in one of the busiest cities in the world, her Tribeca home base offers the peace and control that every superstar craves. It's not just a home, it's the headquarters of a global icon. Before the stadium tours, tour and chart-topping records, Taylor Swift's journey began in the heart of country music, Nashville, Tennessee. At just 14, she moved with her family to pursue a dream that many thought was impossible. They settled into a charming suburban home in the Hendersonville area, a modest yet warm residence where Taylor wrote some of her earliest songs. This home wasn't extravagant, but it was filled with hope, ambition, and the sounds of a young girl strumming a guitar. As her career took off, Taylor invested in another Nashville property, a 1934 Greek Revival estate in the Forest Hills neighborhood. Purchased in 2011 for $2.5 million, the 5,600-square-foot mansion boasts 4 bedrooms, a pool, and sprawling gardens. Unlike her modern properties elsewhere, this home reflects a southern elegance that pays tribute to her country roots. Vintage touches and antique furnishings fill the space, grounding her in the nostalgia of where it all began. This Nashville estate isn't just a property, it's a symbol. A reminder that no matter how far she travels or how high she climbs, Taylor stays connected to her beginnings. It's here that she found her voice, wrote her breakout hits, and learned to turn emotions into music. In many ways, it's the emotional anchor of her real estate empire, a place that still echoes with the earliest chords of her superstardom. Perched atop the windswept cliffs of Watch Hill, Rhode Island, Taylor Swift's $17 million seaside mansion is perhaps her most iconic property. Purchased in 2013 in an all-cash deal, the 11,000-square-foot estate sits on 5 acres of land and boasts panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean. With 8 bedrooms, 8 fireplaces, a sprawling wraparound porch, and a classic New England design, this coastal home is a testament to Taylor's love of privacy, grandeur, and history. More than just a luxury retreat, this mansion became the epicenter of Swift's infamous 4th of July parties, attended by celebrities like Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Gigi Hadid, and the Haim sisters. These glamorous gatherings created a viral cultural moment, transforming the Rhode Island property into a symbol of squad goals and summer royalty. The house's vintage charm and photogenic views made it a frequent backdrop for Instagram-worthy snapshots and iconic lifestyle content. But beyond the parties and star-studded events, this home represents a different side of Taylor, a place where she escapes the chaos of the spotlight and reconnects with friends, nature, and solitude. It's where she's said to have written and recorded parts of her Folklore and Evermore albums, drawing inspiration from the sea breeze and coastal quiet. In this mansion, the pop star becomes the poet, and the waves crashing outside echo the stories she tells inside. In the heart of New York City's trendy Tribeca neighborhood lies one of Taylor Swift's most talked-about acquisitions, her sprawling multi-unit compound. It all began in 2014 when she purchased 2 adjacent penthouses in a former industrial building for $19.95 million from director Peter Jackson. Over the years, she expanded her holdings in the building, acquiring 3 more units, including a townhouse, with the goal of creating a private and secure urban sanctuary. The result? A luxurious city escape spanning over 11,000 square feet, complete with wood-beamed ceilings, exposed brick walls, and sleek modern finishes. Each unit flows seamlessly into the next, with a private elevator, a lush rooftop garden, and soundproofed rooms, essential for a music icon who values both privacy and creativity. This space isn't just a place to rest her head, it's a live work oasis designed to meet the needs of one of the world's busiest stars. The Tribeca compound has played host to everything from songwriting sessions to secret meetups with fellow artists. It's where she's entertained friends like Ed Sheeran and Lena Dunham, and it's been referenced subtly in her lyrics. The home represents Taylor's deep love for New York, a city she once wrote an anthem for, and her ability to turn a cluster of city apartments into a single cohesive personal empire. Taylor Swift's Beverly Hills estate is nothing short of a piece of Hollywood history. Purchased in 2015 for $25 million, this Georgian revival mansion was once owned by legendary film producer Samuel Goldwyn. The property spans over 10,000 square feet and includes 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a library, a card room, and a luxurious guest house. It's not just a home, it's a landmark, and Taylor made it official by getting it declared a historic landmark in 2017. The mansion is surrounded by manicured gardens, towering hedges, and an elegant pool, providing ultimate privacy and serenity in the heart of Los Angeles. Inside, the decor balances old Hollywood glamour with Taylor's personal touch. Chandeliers, grand staircases, marble fireplaces, and cozy nooks perfect for songwriting. The home's timeless elegance reflects her deep appreciation for artistic legacy and storytelling, both in music and architecture. Taylor doesn't just live in this home, she preserves it. Her effort to restore and maintain its original features shows her respect for the past and her awareness of her own place in entertainment history. From hosting industry friends to relaxing between tours, the Beverly Hills estate is a sanctuary that embodies prestige, peace, and the power of preserving one's roots while continuing to evolve. Nestled atop a bluff with panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean, Taylor Swift's Watch Hill Mansion in Rhode Island is perhaps her most famous property. Purchased in 2013 for around $17 million in cash, this 11,000-square-foot, 8-bedroom, 10-bathroom home became the setting for her iconic 4th of July parties. With its classic New England charm, wraparound porch, and private beach access, the estate radiates exclusivity and summer nostalgia. The home sits on 5 acres and features an outdoor pool, lush gardens, and views that stretch across Block Island Sound. Inside, it maintains a coastal luxury aesthetic with breezy white interiors, nautical accents, and a relaxed yet refined style. It's not just a house, it's an experience, one where stars like Gigi Hadid, Blake Lively, and Ed Sheeran have gathered for festivities that dominate social media each summer. This mansion became symbolic of a particular era in Taylor's life: fun, friendship, and female empowerment. The viral snapshots from her holiday celebrations turned the property into a pop culture landmark. Beyond the glamorous parties, though, this estate also serves as a quiet retreat where she crafts music with ocean breezes and sunrise views, proving once again that every home she owns is a deliberate extension of her story. Taylor Swift's real estate empire isn't just a collection of expensive addresses. It's a reflection of her evolution as an artist, businesswoman, and cultural icon. From her modest Nashville beginnings to acquiring luxurious homes across the country, each property marks a milestone in her personal and professional journey. These homes are not simply places to live, but sanctuaries where she has written Grammy-winning albums, hosted unforgettable moments, and recharged away from the public eye. Beyond the architecture and luxury, Taylor's portfolio represents strategic foresight. In an industry where artists often struggle with financial instability, Swift has used her fortune to build lasting value. Investing in prime locations, from Tribeca Lofts to Beverly Hills Estates, she's secured generational wealth and positioned herself as a savvy real estate mogul, all while maintaining her signature discretion and grace. What sets Taylor apart is the intentionality behind each purchase. Her homes are deeply tied to her creative process, friendships, and sense of identity. They're not just places to rest, but spaces that inspire. Whether she's recording in Nashville, writing lyrics in Rhode Island, or finding peace in Beverly Hills, Taylor Swift's properties are proof that her empire isn't built on fame alone. It's grounded in vision, heart, and enduring legacy.